Hey guys, it's me, the Trainman himself, and I am back for another video. And today I'm going to be showing you guys my new creation. No, well, I mean, I did this showed off this creation last video, and today I'm here to show off the tutorial on how to make it. So I'm going to go ahead and /clear, and I will also show ways of how you can improve upon this and use this concept as well for many other things. I mean, I'll hope to give some examples, you know? Well, you'll start right here in the world, so you go ahead and you can add yourself some money. I didn't have enough time to do any better. I now actually have a MCP EDL page that will be linked in the description and will be in the pinned comment down below. So yeah, and I hope that you guys check it out, you know. Got my own MCP EDL page for this, okay? I thought it was cool, I like the system. So you go ahead and you set your money to however much you want. You can go ahead and start making your auction house over here. Just for those who haven't seen it or how it works, I'll just give a brief summary. So, I'll also show how to improve upon it as well for the actual command tutorial part. So you go ahead and you increase the money by putting one of these tokens and then closing the barrel. That will go ahead and increase the price. You can check on the side of the screen that it is increasing the price. There you go, look. So the price is now 164, and then you can just keep going. You can actually reset it as well. Go ahead and reset it. As you can see, mine are 0. I'm gonna go ahead and /scoreboard players reset Eddie, or that symbol. That means that any entity that's on a scoreboard will get reset. I recommend when you join the world to do that. So you can only increase it by 1 token at a time, by the way, for the actual shop. There you go. So it's now at 128, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and put on any item. So any item that I choose, I can also, oh yeah, I should probably set my money, get me some more money to use. I'm gonna need to use it, so get myself some more money. Okay, now I have 256 money. I'm gonna go ahead and put, I don't know, a Scumbrick Stair on the auction house. So I'm gonna drop it on top of this barrel. This barrel right here. You go ahead and save it. For some reason it's dropping really weird because Minecraft changed to how dropping works for some reason. Of all things they could have changed, but they changed that. So I can go ahead and press the check price button. So as you can see, I put a stone brick stair and the price is also shown on the side of the screen. Okay, if I go ahead and do buy item, you go ahead and buy it for 128 money. As you can see, my money down there has shifted and has gone lower. So if I keep buying the item, it will just say you cannot afford this item. So that's pretty cool. So that's basically a rundown of how the system works. So all you need to do is you set the price. You can also reset the price. So you just go ahead and do that. And then you just set the money, well, with the upgrade token or the money tokens in here, and then you place the item on top of this barrel and then press the save item right there. So that's basically that, and now let's go over how this works. Wow, as you can see, this huge long line of commands right here is the glass filler here. That's what puts glass in here. Basically what those commands are there for. So as you can see, these basically you don't need to have if you want to do something similar. I just wanted to make sure that there were glass panes in there just for aesthetic purposes. For this video, I'll just remove them. So that's fine. You can remove any commands that you like because it is your own download, and yeah, so as you can see now, I don't have that little aesthetic thing. Like, it's still here, I just can remove it at any point in time that I want. And which is kind of annoying, but you know, I recommend keeping that part. That's just aesthetic reasons. And basically the reason why I'm not just filling or setting that, loading a structure or cloning a block right here, so that I can have these glass panes here, is so that I can actually detect when you put in the tokens, so that I can change the price accordingly. So let's go over this. Okay, so each token inside that barrel has a correlated number with it. So this command block right here, this one right here, will go ahead and detect this block right here all the way over here. So as you can see, the coordinates over here are 14, 4, 10. I know that it's negative 13 right now, but if I was to move one block forward, it would be 14, 4, 10. Or, yeah, 10. And then, so it detects this inside of the barrel, the one money inside of the barrel, and then it will go ahead and clone this. So it basically just puts it back to normal. It clones the normal barrel back and adds the price to, the actual price. So there's a price thing. There's no entity for this. It's just kind of like a scoreboard filler. Also, just so that you guys know, you do not need the thing that sets all of our scoreboards prices. Here, I can actually show you something. So if you go into this command block, I wasn't able to do this because I didn't really know about it, but if you do that, right, and then you can break this command block right here. This command block will just set everybody's price, and then if you just keep it like that, how it is, so it basically will be showing the scoreboard of the other, the other thing, so like of the actual price, not entity, but like scoreboard filler. I don't know how to explain it, because I don't know what to call it, so you could just change that. There, so now it will show us what the price is, and then price. Okay, so now if I was to actually increase the price real quick, just so that I could show you guys what you guys can do to improve this. This is just a way on how to improve it, just so that you guys can not make the same mistake as I did. I mean, it's not really a big mistake, it just kind of gets annoying. So if I was to go ahead and check price, right, it will now show the price accurately, and it does not require everybody's scoreboard to go up every time you change the price. Alright, anyway, let's continue. So there's a different system here for every singular type of token. So there's the 5 one, this one's the 10, 32, and the 64. Right, and each one of them has their own command block. So these two command blocks stay the same. This one's just testing for this block here all the way over there, and then clones this one if they're the same block. So if there is a 32 token inside of there, it will go ahead and increase the price like that. It's a very simple system. It just adds to the scoreboard and to the scoreboard filler. I'm just gonna call them scoreboard fillers for the rest of the video. I think that's a good way of describing it. So, let's go into the NPC real quick. This is also a very short NPC tutorial. I plan on making a better one in the future. So as you can see here, it's named Auction House. If you go in the advanced settings here, it will add at initiator to check the price, so check P, and then buy I. So that stands for buy item. So at initiator is the person who presses this button right here, or this button. So if there was a person closer to the NPC, but I press the button, right, it will only execute off of me, not the nearest player. So that's actually really helpful. So if I was to check price, as you can see, it still works at initiator, works, and that's basically that. So it just gives you a tag so that you can check the price. We're gonna go over how the price check works first. So, basically, well, actually, we're gonna have to go over on how the saving system works real quick. Also, this is just cloning the other barrels, like the increased price and the save item barrel, into those two spots over there. So if you see here, right, it will go ahead and clear everybody redstone 1-1. So this is the reset system, and then it will reset the price. And the reason why this is important is because, you know, then you won't be able to reset the price at all. And also, it has a special data value, the item. So if you were to have normal redstone, right, it won't work, like, actually, like, it won't get cleared. So as you can see, I have normal redstone dust, but if I was to give myself redstone, and then I added 1, and then you see that data, right? And then I add 1 to that will get cleared. Now, if I was to just give it without that data, it would just give me normal redstone. That's just how that works. I just needed to give you a short explanation on that. So it clears it, and then it just resets the scoreboard for the scoreboard filler. And then over here, this just clears the emeralds, and this right here saves the structure. It saves the structure right here and names it by eye on these specific coordinates right here. So once it saves the structure, it will save it to the disk. You need to include that part if you want this to stay, even if you leave the world, basically. That's what that disk part means. And then if so, like when you check the price, right, it will then execute off of the player who is tagged check P to load the structure like right here, I'm pretty sure. Or no, actually the structure will be loaded right underneath here, I'm pretty sure. 19.1.11. So there's an armor stand right here. It stands for remove item, the RI. So basically loads it where that armor stand is. I could have executed off the armor stand, but I'm not going to do that for a specific reason, because it's detecting if there's a player with a tag check P. If they do have that tag, it will load the structure there. So yeah, basically that's basically what that does. And so next, it will go ahead and do the tell raw to the player who is tagged check P and then okay, there is this raw text here. So this is known as a dash.json. What is it called exactly here? Let me show you. /title raw, and then it's known as a JSON message. Basically, it has special you can write it very special. It's really cool. It just makes a custom message that's like really nice. So this right here will go ahead and detect for the nearest item. And, well, it executes off of the tag check P to detect the nearest item, which will be below the player. That's why it spawns it there, and then it will tell them the item, and then it will also tell them the price using the scoreboard objective price. And then this right here, this other price thing, is the scoreboard filler, which you can just change on your own. If you don't want to, it doesn't really matter. It's not very noticeable. I just thought it would be better so that you don't have to see the player offline. And if you want to remove the scoreboard where it shows the price, you could just do /scoreboard objectives, set display sidebar, and then press enter, and then there will be nothing. But if you wanted to see it, then you just go ahead and do that. And then this will remove everyone's tag off of check P, and this will go ahead and execute off of the armor stand named RI to kill off every entity that is an item, only one item, and in the radius of 1 of itself. So that's basically what that does. And so this also just shows everybody their money, specifically their money, not like anybody else's, just their money. That's basically what that thing does. If you guys want me to make a tutorial on how this stuff works, comment that down below, And if you want to see more content like this, more customizable stuff, let's get the video to 20 likes this time. It hit 15 likes in like a day, so let's get 20 likes, Thank you. Thank you for the 15 likes. That was it. Right, and let's continue. So this will execute off of everybody who is tagged by I, which stands for buying item, to remove their money off of the scoreboard's filler price. So basically, whatever the price is, that's going to remove that player's money. So let's pretend the price is 100 and the player has less than that in money. So, well, let's pretend like it's 100 and the player has like 120. It's going to remove 100 off of the player. And so, but also, this does remove everybody's money to, like, if you had 20, right, and the price was 100, you had 20 money, right, the price was 100, it will remove and go into negative. But that is actually very helpful in the future. So, I'll explain how that's very helpful. So as you can see here, this will execute everyone who has the tag by I, and their money is 0 ... What does ... stand for? Right here, let me show you, right here, ... That means that it's 0 or more. So basically, That's the minimum, and the maximum is infinity. So this will load the structure by eye to where their head is, and then it won't rotate the structure, and then it won't be placed like in a different position. And true false means that it won't break any blocks. So it'll spawn entities, but it won't break blocks. That's what the true means, and that's what the false means. And so it will also load the same item underneath the player at those coordinates, as I said earlier. So once that happens, it will go ahead and remove everyone's tag by eye, and it will kill the item. Why does it matter? Why does it matter so much that it places the item underneath the player? Well, we're going to go over this tell raw. So basically here, what it does is it executes everybody whose tag is by eye, and then it tells them that their purchase went through, and then enjoy your, and then it shows the selector of the item that's like underneath them basically, and then it says for the low price of, and then money, and then it shows how much the price was. It's really cool. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty big brain. And so this will go ahead and remove everyone's tag by eye, and then just will kill off the item. And so this actually detects if you cannot afford. So if you have negative 100,000 to -1, it will tell you that you cannot afford this item, and it will set your money back to 0. Basically, if you do not have enough money, your money went negative, then you won't receive the item, and it will tell you that you can't afford it. So that's pretty big brain. I thought it was pretty big brain. So yeah. And that's basically everything. And the reason why I kept 0 is because, like, what if the price of the item is like 1 money, right? And so then the person wouldn't have received it, but will still remove their money. So I just kept it like that. So yeah, because technically, if you have 0 money, well, actually, technically you can afford it, or no? I'm kind of. Wait, actually no, because it removes the money first, and then if the player has 0, then that means that, yeah, you know what, you guys can bug test. I think that everything works. I'm just kind of confused on that for some reason. I don't know why, but that's basically all of the commands. So it's actually not a very complicated system. If you don't really get it, I could go over it in more detail, but I'll have to do it to you like privately, which I can definitely do. So you can DM me on Discord, join my Discord server, and then join Atlas Studios as well. And then you can DM me, and I can give you a personal tour of how this stuff works and explain it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.